Oi, oi. Martica Sure, welcome back, guys, to Flat Earth British Think Tankage. Good to see you today. We're going to have an awesome live hangout with Marticus. Oi, oi. Okay, sounding pretty good, looking okay. We are ready for action. So I'm here, further down the road, as you can see, but I am here. A little bit older, a little bit wiser, a little bit more. I want to do more content. It's good to see you all, guys. Welcome back to Flat Earth British Think Tank, where the juice will overflow. I've got hundreds of images in here, really groovy stuff. And tonight we're going to be thinking about altars. How did they end up in churches? Whence did they come from? What are they for? And my deep suspicions surrounding them. I've always had a bit of a weird buzz around altars, and I've seen quite a few of them lately. Been to a few spooky churches lately, and in these spooky churches they have an altar, and everyone stands in front of it, does stuff in front of the altar, and it alters them, doesn't it? Somebody just said MK altered, but altar is coincidentally altar. What you find in a lot of altars, admittedly by the Catholic Church and other denominations, even the Buddhists, is that they put reliquary in the altars, as in human remains. Now, I got a feeling, I'm going to just put it out there now before I go through all this pictures and data, is that the Tatarians themselves were at such a higher state of consciousness, they would be perceived by the general population as being saints, okay? Being able to pull off superhuman stuff, okay? So superhumans would have been called saints. And then they possibly came to a sticky end, and then their remains ends up in a reliquary box in an altar in a church, so that the church can use that sacred energy, that Tatarian energy. I think, anyway, I'm just going to put it out there and we're going to go through it all. I'm going to have a think about it. It is sinister, definitely. Years ago, they used to say that, oh, yeah, they're putting bones under the altars, the clickety-clackers. Definitely think something along those lines. They got the altar with the 322 skull and crossbones, big altar with the skull of Geronimo. It seems to be a thing that all the elites need to do, apparently, if they go to Yale, that is. And then you got like millions of movies where they show you, like literally thousands of movies where they show you altars and the origins of sacrificial sacrifice, actually. Which is what's been going on with these altars as far back as, like, you know, the Old Testament, Cain and Abel. Maybe remember that, the burnt offerings, and that is sorry, my mind just completely went blank then. Burnt offerings. That means not apocalypse. The other word, Armageddon. No, apocalypse. Yeah, means burnt offerings. So yeah. I try to remember the Cain and Abel narrative, but I do have a depiction of them over an altar. Anyway, so I'm going to share old depictions of biblical times when real bad shit was going down, guys, yo. Yeah, you wouldn't believe the level of sophistication in these engravings I'm going to be showing you a bit later. You're going to be one just scratching your head and thinking, how is all this even done without AI? AI won't play Martin games. Not allowed, they keep saying to me, like all the time. I said, can you do me an image of Jesus in a Gestapo uniform? No, it said, that is completely unacceptable and not allowed. I was like, why? I don't get it. If this was like 1976 and it was Freddie Starr, fucking goose stomping around the fucking stage with Shirley Bassey, oh, that was okay. Okay, but now, oh fucking hell, might hurt somebody's fucking feelings. Oh well, I'm sure it's not about me. This is going to be interesting, Zombie Crusader, because like I said, I've had like years ago when I used to go in churches, I used to get like a weird buzz in them, and I was thinking like, oh, is it me? Is it me? Am I evil? Is that what's going on? Because I seen the film The Omen with like the Antichrist and stuff. Is it me? Am I going to boil the water in the font just being in? Yeah. Turns out it wasn't me. I was a bright, shiny light, and then places infinitely dark. Some of the churches that of my early youth, like the Church of the Resurrection, where I was christened at 8 years of age, so I was sober at the time. Just, I remember it well. I had a cricket bat and cricket ball, which I broke the very same day as a gift. She gave me a choice, my mother, a St. Christopher for protection, or a cricket bat and cricket ball. So a cricket bat and cricket ball. Anyway, she thought it was a good idea if I got christened, my mother. She said, because I was very wicked and mischievous, and if I was to die, I would probably go to hell. So she had me christened quickly while she could, just in case there's any redemption going on. Whatever. They must have different heavens, though. They must have segregation in heaven. Think about it, guys. Yeah, I don't think you're going to have like the Arab heaven, for example. That's a different version, isn't it? They got a completely different version of what they think is going on in heaven, don't they? Compared to the Christian version. See, I'm not really in that camp, guys. Really, actually, it all seems a bit dark and demonic, and it's a death cult. It's Babylon, isn't it? So yeah, fuck all that. The church is totally woke, yeah, and so is God. If I'm going to get down to it, oh yeah, I can see it now. I can see it. I don't want to see it, but I can see it. It's bad. It's really, really bad. Okay, so anyway, we're going to look back into the ancient world where the ancient Celts and what they call pagans, so anyone before Christianity was a pagan. They literally couldn't pray to God or gods at all until the church came along, showed them how. And the ancient world, it was a gateway to the divine. Now, if you've got a big battle and you put all of that negative energy at a certain date on a calendar, on a ley line, or pour all that death into it, all of that data into that ley line, that's going to just go across the entire plane. Okay, that's going to affect the entire thing. Well, it's the same thing, similar with these altars. Okay, they thought that these were gateways to the divine. So they're taking loads of possibly hallucinogenics. It's the ancient world, so definitely. And then they do some sort of ritual upon the altar. So if it was like there's some of the films like Rosemary's Baby, well, she gets like impregnated by the actual devil. And that's just like sort of on an altar as well. You got all the old Hammer horrors, like the devil rides out. Yeah, you remember all those if you're a British boy, because it's all those ones where you see loads of naked women. I know, it's awesome. But they usually sacrifice them on an altar, spill their blood, devil buffets up, and whatever else happens. I don't even know. Don't care. The Ninth Gate, you ever seen that film? Yeah, there's like altar ritual in there. And it always gets down to like the altar for sacrifice. And then, right, when you want salvation, yeah, like not like with Fear of Jesus, which would be much better, okay? When you go into a church, you want like redemption and that, you got an altar there. And then the altar has been used in antiquity for like really sort of dodgy shit, like black magic, really you could akin it to, definitely voodoo, and definitely offerings. Now, we all do it to some extent. How many of you, hands up now, guys, so I can give you all shouts, how many of you have shrines? I have a shrine. I have Chinese figures, a Buddha, my Tibetan singing bowl, my joss stick holder, my wooden joss stick holder, a candle cut flower in an orb, and other religious things, but nothing to do with Christianity, on my shrine. And I do little like affirmations or a little like sort of what you could call prayer in my head, but it's not like, because usually prayers are like, give me shit, God. Yeah. So I don't do like, give me shit, God. I don't do that at all now. I've stopped that for years now. I haven't like bugged God for shit for ages. I haven't. It's like, God, where's my shit already? Yeah, I haven't done that for ages. Anyway, because he's like really, really busy. If he was a thing, he'd be really, really busy taking all the international phone calls. And in Britain at the moment, yeah, I bet there's a lot of, wow, God, will you do something and help us? Wow, God. Anyway, check my shirt out, guys, today. Flat thumbs. Today, it's a wiggly flat thumbs. If you can see that. It's good, isn't it? Okay, so that's what we're doing tonight. And lots of other images I'm going to be sharing, old books of how they assembled architecture. We're going to look at the earliest, really, I haven't seen these before, but really early photographs of Washington, D.C. It's just mind-blowing. It looks like it's Manchester or something. Old pictures of somewhere that is very fond to me, which is where I live. Fantastic pictures, taking us all down to the end of the day stuff for Thursday. This is what we're doing here today. It's all right, isn't it? Better than somebody like coming after you with a poo stick, isn't it? Definitely better than that. Rosemary's Baby's a bleeding horrible film, isn't it, though? How many times you seen it? Isn't it horrible? Yeah. She looks bleeding terrible, doesn't she? That weird, weird Pharaoh, doesn't she? It's that tannish root round her neck. It's fucking her up. But she's pregnant with the Antichrist. What are you going to do? Hoofy woofies. I never made this realm up, guys. Okay? This is infinitely silly realm. Has anyone noticed? Hands up who's noticed this is an infinitely silly realm. Okay? Well, I'm placating to the silliness and joining in with it. Is that okay? Yes, definitely. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, sacrifice is apparently a thing in the ancient world. So I'm going to presume, because they got a death cult going on and there's like shit tons of missing people and all of that, you know, we've all seen Apocalypto, isn't it? Keep on sacrificing them until like the dragon eats the moon, or the dragon eats the sun, basically, if there's an eclipse, which they already knew about, and it was a scam, I don't buy that. That's really silly. Anyway, is there any evidence under these pyramids in Central America for the oogles of heads that got chopped off and bounced down the pyramids? Bum, 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 like that. Or more thud, 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 like they did in the movie. Horrible. Probably not. We should investigate. I should investigate that live. Find out if they had shit tons of like Aztec heads or Mayan heads or whatever. Anyway, they also thought the altar was for communication with the gods. Maybe some of this camera done on it all. Look like little person. That's better. Okay, communication with the gods. So basically, yeah, if you got an altar, yeah, you can do like a special telephone god called God. Yeah, or one of the gods. What's your favorite god? That one will do. Yeah, I quite like Odin, although he's got one eye. It's a bit Illuminati. The older gods, really far back, are pretty good. My favorite are Loki. Big fan of Loki. A bit of a Loki myself. So yeah, definitely down with that. So yeah, fire altars is what the pagans had for ritual sacrifice. So we'll just presume they just like in voodoo, chop off chicken legs, heads, chuck them all in. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm thinking more in line with BBQ. Like I'm in a BBQ. What do you think? So yeah, burnt offerings to communicate with the gods. How so? How so? Every time I have a bonfire, I do sort of communicate with God, my inner God, my higher self, if you want to call it that, or whatever, whilst staring into the wiggling flameage. It's a primeval thing. So yeah, we're going to start looking into shrines, and I can give you a few big shouts and shit, because I tell you what, you are just fantastic people. So let me share the comment stream so you can see this go down. Today I am Marticus Vanderdelli. Okay, Martin, you look well, but I question your internet history though. Oh, well, I'm always on the internet. You know, I've made like a couple of thousand videos, millions of hours of me just talking. So yeah, that's where my internet history is, on the internet. Like my life is on my sleeves and has been for 11 years now. So there's that. So, Bob Sykes, Martin, have you been thinking, what if this time around it's our reset and not theirs? Fuck yeah, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Yeah, man. Well, Agenda 2020 never happened because, like, it's all past, hasn't it? It's Agenda 30 now, they're saying, like, this next thing, and sort of like rolling out all this weirdness at the moment. Not really into any of it, actually, and the weirdness in Britain that's going on. Super duper duper whooper, not into any of that either. Fuck that for a game of soldiers. Loads of psyops at play at the moment. It's all very nasty. Rather not talk about it. But outcome, well, it can't be any worse than what happened back in like the days of you know, the Lewisham riots and the Brixton riots and all that happened. That was pretty bad when I grew up. Like all of Britain kicked the fuck off. But they are definitely poking the flames, and they're definitely doing it deliberately so they can just get more control on everybody. Like they ain't got enough at the moment. Fuck me, you can't do anything because Google's watching anything. And I don't even want to take my phone in the toilet in the morning in case Google's like watching me. So fucking very creepy. And you know who? Its name begins with A and I and ends with I. You know that? Worst thing, the internet, right? I'm thinking, although I've got a lot of good stuff out of it in my life, I think it's probably the worst thing that's happened to humanity, man. You know, it's just that new disconnection between people we never had before. It's really, everyone's just super lonely, and everyone's just like non-trusting because no one talks anymore. No one learns anything anymore because everyone's fucking going on the internet and being brainwashed by lying bastard AI. And AI just fucking, you got to like talk your way around it. Like it lies and then you're telling the truth when you got the truth. Like I've done this loads of times. I'll show it like actual evidence and they go, oh yeah, well, I didn't know about that, Martin. It's like, fuck you. You're just a liar. I'm one of them. And you are them. Big Toe. What's up, bruv? Good to see you. Oh, Tay Davis in the house. Spoiling a beautiful Glastonbury tour. There are many psyops. Me think I am a psyop. I am. You think, therefore you are. No, listen. Millions of people get involved in these psyops because they don't really think any deeper than what everyone else is saying. Like, you know, if there was a nation full of critical thinking people and, you know, self-aware, self-realized people, then none of that shit that's actually happening at the moment would actually have happened at all. But where it's going is like, I don't even want to think about it. I can't. My brain don't go there. I'm in Wales anyway. It's not called the net for nothing. Well, that's it. Just put the net over. So it's a wonder they just don't ramp up the prices of it like skyrocket because everybody needs the internet. So I wonder they haven't done that. No, Skylink, like that's pushing their satellite thing to make out like the, you know, Elon Musk going to supply all of Britain's internet at the moment because they all have Skylink. Like it links up with satellites for real, yo. It's like you said that about Sky Dishes. Sky Dishes covered all of the houses, faced the wrong way half the time, fell off, and you still had your signal. They didn't even point at shit. And if they did, it was a loom balloon at the very least. So they're doing that with Elon Musk. So he's saying like, oh, you can link up to that infinite as long as you take this battery pack with you and this receiver so you can like tap in, unless you go under a tree, apparently, because then it drops off, or go into the countryside because there's no satellites over the countryside, only over the cities, apparently. Whatever. They're definitely warming the climate. I think that's definitely, you know, it's a natural cycle with the sun, but they are definitely cloaking the sky in day to dim it down with their cloud shit that comes out of planes' bums. They're definitely doing that. So I think they're altering the climate for people to live on this island who are more inclined to warmer temperatures. It's like for the new arrivals. Yeah, the climate for the new arrivals. That's what's happening. Or deserty. Anyway, I'm only passing through the web, exactly. The interwebble. Chris, good to see you, my friend. Six sources in the house. How's things today? Marticus v chatters. Good to see you. Skin Suit Manual. What one today in the world of Anne? Another awesome True for Humans. Real True for Humans. Yeah, there's not many of us left, actually, in the world, I don't think. I don't know what's happening out there, but everyone seems way fucking MK Ultra'd. Hands up, who's MK Ultra'd? I have been MK Ultra'd. I definitely have. I've been in loads of cults. I was a skinhead for years. I was in a skinhead cult. Show you a picture out later. Then I went into all the hippie stuff, like fucking Timothy Leary, taking fucking drugs, donkey's years on end, thinking all that was pretty fucking groovy. Went into Krishna consciousness at 16 and then didn't even get out of that, like still. Fucking Hari Rama. So there was another cult. Beatles cult. Definitely a Beatles cult. Elvis cult. Fucking hell, yeah. I was in that one. All of them. All of them. Been in all of them, me. My mother always said, keep away from the Moonies. So I did. Or the Jovas. So I did. Didn't bother with all that. Never went into any actual religious thing because basically I'm way too misbehaving for going in anywhere where there's actual people. Fuck no. That ain't going to work. I tried fitting in. Once, guys. So what's going on, Dallas, my brother? I was thinking for the weekend, let me know in comments. There are a few of you in comments if I should have, I have done these before, a call-in show. As in, I dropped the link in chat, yeah, and I can't even get Porn Bomb now because it's basically I got a backstage so I can like see who's there, and then people could join and ask Marticus questions. Would you like that? Okay, only on history though, nothing to do with like my private life, just history stuff, or whatever, flat Earth. Okay. Because my private life seems to be infinitely interesting to some people. I don't know what that's all about. There's hundreds of thousands of fucking channels out there. You know, they're not into all their shit, are they, people? Cat, my hand's up. Of course it is. Well, it wouldn't be down like that. Because that would make no sense. I've kicked the religious cult habit. Well, that's why we all came to flat Earth, isn't it? Because it's so unculty, isn't it? Yeah. What? Oh, come on. I'm not. I always always have your own cult if you're going to have one, right? Don't go join one. There's nothing culty about flat Earth fucking British. I can fucking tell you that. Cool. Like nothing. This is an actual free thinking thing. Yeah, anyone's welcome. Generally, it's my chat, whatever. As long as they're not like trying to make everyone believe their shit or any indoctrination that they're trying to make anyone believe, because we don't do that here. Because it hinders the whole, it distracts from the goal, which is A, trying to find out what the fuck this place is, B, how to hack the shit out of it, C, how to get to reverse aging and keep a halcyon, healthy, abundant life the whole time we're here, instead of in most people, like a lot of people in Shitsville, and that for no one. Like, heal the world. Save the world is what we're going to do. Save the world today. 991111 code. Good to see you. Nice to you too. Planty Gamer. Yes, please. That would be awesome. Okay. Luxury Utopia coming up. Okay. It'll be like Cannabis RS on every corner. Good evening, Mr. Haircut. Looking smooth, Marticus. By God, like reductions. Thank you kindly. I wash myself. Corey, good to see you. Hello from New York. Oh man, how lush is that? I'd love to go to New York. Oh yeah, man. Better get in loads of trouble in New York. Be brilliant. Didi. Coffee bro. Not that I'm looking to get in trouble, and I never ever do, actually, guys. It's just, you know, I'm a crusader for God, not that weird one. The good one, the good me one. I don't know. It's very confusing. What's going on here, lovely? Ooh, Lee Blancola. My neighbor scouting land for data centers. So apparently data centers use up as much energy as 23 nuclear bombs. And what is it? A liter of fluid. So eventually they'll thirst out the world just to keep AI. I mean, we'll thirst out the world. We won't have anything to drink because it's going to be using all the water for cooling in fucking data centers. That's what's going to happen. It'd be the war of the water. Loads of apocalyptic films like Damnation Alley, stuff like that. Films like that. Loads of films where the water has run the fuck out. Okay, and they're not like building salination plants anywhere, are they? Not like they should be. Converting all that lovely seawater, all that water, and you can't drink any of it. Stupid. Anyway, with all of that, I'm not complaining, but the food's definitely run out, guys. I don't know what they fucking done. I don't know if any of it is real anymore. That bugs me a bit because I think the food in Spain, when it comes straight out of the sea in the way of like a little fishy on the plate, I think that's genuine food. I don't think that's 3D printed. I think that's definitely come out of the ocean. That stuff, we need more fish. Where's the fish bars? Everywhere in Britain. Rubbish country, but it's not actually compared to what's happening in Germany. It is infinitely not bad. There's plenty of good things in Britain, just not in the cities. So I was complaining, I have a little fantasy this morning about what it would be like to live in the countryside. I'm lucky. I live in the west of Cardiff, but I've always lived in cities and or at sea. And I sort of feel like I wonder if I would be okay in the city with like owls and cows and shit and quiet and no chaos. Because like there's chaos where I live. There's like gang fights and shit, like literally all the time, like yesterday. Like there's like nuts. So there's like, would I miss all of that? You know, nothing made me feel more alive than when I was a teenage boy, urban warfare. Oh yeah, man, that made me feel really fucking alive. That did. Yeah, gangs like literally brawling in the street shit, yeah, and having big massive wars and shit, yeah, hiding out, please come in, this, that, and the other, and just the whole thing. I can remember feeling like really on top of the world and literally like just buzzing my ass off. Yeah, I like that feeling. But that's urban warfare. I'm sure a lot of you went through that. If you grew up in a British council estate, that's just standard, isn't it? Yeah. We used to play British and Germans when I was a kid. I always went on a German side. I wanted to be Field Marshal Rommel. Okay. So, because they used to have a problem, like, you know, choosing sides on British and Germans. They say nobody wanted to be a German. I will. Oh, yeah, I'm fucking German. I'm in the general. Robert Wesley. What? Are we having a good time? Like the Warriors movie, bopping your way fucking back to Ely. Done loads, Bob. Yeah? The Warriors, they was pretty badass, but they were like the Boot Boys. This is my Boot Boy sign, yeah. Yeah. We were international. I mean, we used to go to Rumbles, but they're not really called Rumbles. They just invented that in America, so we ripped it off. Rumbles. We took a train load up to Nuneaton once to go and fight a gang there. And they shit their fucking pants. They did. There was that. We had loads. We were international. We were, yeah. It was fucking brilliant. The music was pretty shit though. And some of them went all fucking racist. Well, that was really fucking annoying to me. Because it wasn't in the beginning. It was all like Jamaican music and stuff. And that was our thing. And then they got like psyoped with like fucking sucky bands. So there was that. I'm outside Morrison's, Indiana. Oh, Morristown. I thought Indiana got Morrison's. Fucking hell, they're getting about, isn't it? Outside Morristown, Indiana, and putting a huge green metal roof on alone out in the country. And you what? Hang on, Jedemiah, are you watching Flat Earth British on the roof? Don't slide the fuck off, bruv. Watching that. Watching me. Sit safe. Be safe. Oh, we got ourselves a roof watcher, guys. I'm nervous for him now. He'd be all right. Fucking nothing. It's only you only got like one story to fall anyway, and I'm sure it's soft. And you're a good bouncer anyway. China is building an ocean data center under the water. Seen that? Yeah, dirty bastards. Where do you think all the sushi's coming from anyway? Huh? Fukushima fish. Fucking is. You know it is. It's clickety, clickety, clicky. It all is. Mind you, I love a good bit of radiation, me. It makes you feel really radiant. Love to lick uranium. Uranium sweeties. No, really. I like radiation. It's my thing. It's always been my thing. I want to glow in the dark. Yeah? I should have moved to Sellafield, maybe. Anyway, let's show some pictures. Stop waffling now. Happy Thursday. Oh, what's the date? Right. So it's the 4th of June, 2026 or so they say. Time is flying the fuck by. I've noticed. I've been in this flat now 8 years. I can't even believe how the fuck that even happened. Since I've been on Flat Earth British, so doing this, it's my third home on Flat Earth British. I've been going that many years. 420 time. Yeah, 420 yourselves, lovelies. Gold colour is suggested, which we're done with. The world is going really, really crazy. Oh, Zombie Crusher. Britain's got shit in a handbag. Let me tell you, it's fucking terrible. I don't even want to go, you know, where I live here. I would never have believed what has happened here as would have happened. It's just like fucking hell. Fuck. So I just getting like this runaway buzz now. Spain's pretty groovy because they the worst they have is annoying fucking Romanian people, gypsies. That's the most they've had annoying have. That's another thing they got everywhere in Britain. It's pikeys, man. I should have seen a pikey fight out there yesterday. Okay, no. Pikeys and Hells Angels. Am I glitching? Anyway, it's great. Fucking love it. Love Britain. Britain's best country in the world for carnage, isn't it? Anyway, share some images. So yeah, altars. So I got some beautiful images of altars I'm going to share with you. And we're going to have a little think. I'm going to go back into the past. Because this is what we do, because it's an alternative history channel. No, shrines. Let's have a think about shrines. Some people like to make a flat earth British Marticus Farticus shrine. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I've seen a few Farticus shrines in my time, Marticus shrines. Here, and then they send me pictures. You can see here, this is my book, The Great Reset, which I had out before Klaus Schwab. They hate us, don't they? Oh, it's bloody terrible. And you know what? We're such lovely people. We don't even hate them back. I don't, because I know that like the karmic things that play out later on. I'm thinking to myself, ooh, breaking them chi laws, fucking over your brothers and sisters. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's a definite. So yeah, people make little shrines with their Buddhas. I got the same, guys. I got Buddhas all over the fucking house, man. I just like Buddha crazy little Shivas. Somebody, these were beautiful. These people, the lady that made this shrine, she was really, really beautiful. But in America, so it's Jesus, sheep. I don't know what they're trying to say. Is it because I'm Welsh? Is it? Is it? I tell you what, they run so fucking fast, the sheep. You never catch one anyway. Okay. I think that's a bit improper. Okay. I think there might be an under suggestion there because it's not true what they say about Welshmen and sheep, guys. It's just a bit hurty, actually. It hurts my feelings. Okay. It was only the one. Okay. And you've got to get up early in the morning to get the pretty ones, the ones with the long eyelashes. A 420 Farticus shrine. I'm feeling this one. I think this is Dave's in Germany, in Holland. He's got some American spirit going on. Oh, we should buy some American spirit. Big pot of buddage, some skins. Smoking kills cancer. And the 3 waves of volunteers of the new earth. Oh, that sounds new agey and cool. Oh, a basket full of rocks. I fucking love a basket full of rocks. I'm into rocks myself. I literally show my friends my rock collection and they show me theirs. We literally show one another our special stones. Do you have special stone collection to show with friends and them with you? Is that a very hippie thing to do? It fucking is, isn't it? We've got a magic wand going on. Okay. And some basically voodoo going on right there with my books. Good stuff, though. Oh, yeah, look at this. Someone knows me so well. Oh, it's like a violin on the side, isn't it? Have you noticed our guitar is the shape of a woman's back? Probably just I'd noticed that. Maybe no one else on ever has noticed that, but I did. And there's my book, look. Holy Grail of the Flat Earth. And a big chunk of stone. Yeah. Bubbles as well. I fucking love bubbles. Bubbles, yeah. And here is a holy shrine of mushrooms, a Technics record deck, which is absolutely fantastic. I want to go back into vinyl. Got loads of old vinyl. And mushrooms. And more mushrooms. And a PS4. Boo. But they're not boo. They're all right. It's what you think it is, isn't it? Anyway, let's alter you. Let's alter ourselves. No, you go into a church and you get altered. Okay, but what is altering you? You go under the spire, okay, to be inspired. And the whole church is like a microcosm of the shape of the magnetics of the earth, because it's got a dome over the top, just like where we live. So let's have a look at some examples. Now, I've seen some spooky examples in my time, guys, and the wealth that goes into some of these, like the Ghent altar piece, and some of the altar pieces is just mind-blowing. Yeah, the extent that goes into these altars. So what is an altar? So it's a box, yeah, and they have altars in mausoleums and in necropolis as well to put bodies in. So when you got an altar, right, yeah, it's a box with a cloth over it, and it's bang a cross on it or some stuff. Okay. What else is near the altar? Well, the only thing that you got near the altar is old as fuck saints in big stone boxes, like the skeletons are supposed to be in there. Yeah, I've seen loads in the last few weeks. I've seen more saints and stuff in the last 6 months than probably anybody. Probably more than Tony Wanky Robinson, what his name is. So a Jesuit church as well, this one, absolutely fantastically decorated, as you can see. I'm going to go through a few examples. So what they do, and some of these I've taken photographs myself. I went into a basilica in Venice only last year, and that freaked me out a bit. I went into the one where Santa Lucia was, but I definitely think I was thinking Lucia. Don't they mean Lucifer? Lucifer. But I found out St. Lucy was like the story I told in my last post. Anyway, I definitely think there's a connection there somewhere, because it keeps cropping up all the time in my life. That name, I don't know what it is. So inside this domed object is something. It's something. Now, I think there's tunnels under all these churches. I can't imagine what unimaginable things happen with these churches when the doors are closed, with all these people in these denominations and cults. And I've known people, I got friends that have been in like shit tons of cults. I got one friend met in America. Oh, she's beautiful. She said that, oh yeah, she's just been in and out of one like weird religion after another, married, like being basically a baby maker for the religion, had kids, like with different religions and different husbands, like multiple times. Apparently this is quite a common thing that happens, which is weird, but this is what's happening. Anyway, this cult, this is the most unsavory one. This is one that doesn't fit with me, because it's all about ostentatiousness, all about capitalism, really. It's a big, splattering of like slavery and servitude, definitely suffering. So that's what happens with all of the money that they take. Okay, for all of them whip rounds that they have. I'm sure it all doesn't go into decoration. So yeah, I went to a church that I talked about in my last post, St Mary's in Abergavenny, and there was a gentleman there who was trying to tell us stuff about the church. He said this. He said there was a period in time when they removed the font for baptism, the font, from the church completely. So I said, well, why is that then? He said, because for some time it was not allowed. I said, are you telling me that baptism at some stage in history was forbidden and was taken out? Oh, no, because it's not officially recognized, that, see. But he did say they removed it and the baptism had stopped for a reason, Welcoming you to Phoenicia. Yeah. Domine you. So, yeah. The Phoenicians, yeah, I noticed that they're like, not really used to this climate, which is why they're not here. I've noticed that, the flowing gowns that they have and the blindfolds, because maybe it's the sunlight that they can't take. But you see so many, Cherubanuski there, the cherub with the bow and arrow, blindfolded. Blind justice, maybe. So this altarpiece is in a Jesuit church. It is absolutely fantastical. There's many, many mysterious things going on in it, but it's macabre. It's a ship's bows. Sorry. Sneezekins. So, yeah, it's a ship's bows covered in like all, barnacles, because it's a bit of, piratey buzz going on because it's the Phoenicians. I could go again. Flipping out. Sorry. Yeah, so there's a big plasma burst because this place gets reset. You've got floods, you've got plasma bursts, but sometimes both together. Definitely in the future. Depends on us, really. It's make it or break it time. If this was a test for humanity, I would say, or just Britain alone, that they were failing the exam miserably. Haven't you learned anything just yet about, like, didn't you ever read How to Make Friends and Influence People? Or, just being kind seems to be a thing that people are forgetting. And this untrustworthy nature. So I'm going out in my own neighborhood now, and I'm getting stinky, horrible stares of people that just have fucking arrived. I've been here like all my life. I've fucking got born in this area. I was born 2 miles down the road. That's how rooted I am in this area, because the people are really, really awesome. And the weed's really good. I have travelled other places. I've lived other places, but I always come back to my lovely Wales because I get really, really badly homesick. I got this feeling about Wales. Only Welsh people understand. And when you're taken away, it's hard to get like super duper sad. I don't know what it is. So yeah, let's have a look. An angel coming down, doing the old pointing up there. Skeletons can't be animated, can they? So yeah, I talk about mirrors a lot. I definitely think mirrors are in sort of a dimensional entrapment tool. I definitely think they're leeching off the energy into the other dimension. I think they should be avoided by all costs. Even the new mirrors, you can trap people with mirrors in a magic spell and candles. Now, I watched a horror film the other day. It was about voodoo, called The Skeleton Key. Really good film. And they were using barriers to stop evil entities coming over the door with red brick dust. So they used like red brick dust to protect themselves against the evil in witchcraft. I'm like, well, what properties are in the red brick dust that would protect you? Salt, I get it. Yeah, there would be some salt maybe in there, but yeah, it's worth watching our film. Look at this for to protect the altar. It's like the big massive railings and all of the plasma burst, because there's been like another dimensional entity just burst into this one, or like illuminated. She's got plans. I thought it was a star thought, but I actually think this is possibly the Temple of Jerusalem, maybe Solomon's Temple. It looks like from above. But look at all of this. Bloody hell. all over the altar. So yeah, you got the dead. In the case of some of the churches I witnessed this week or in the last few weeks, you see really loads of saints that are all around, or just dignitaries, lady so and so and Sir Lord so who gives a fuck so and so. Hi Skinflint, good to see you, my man. Big love to Nicola, who's in the chat. Thank you for your help this week brainstorming. We do good brainstorm each. We do. Vibes. Good to see you, my sweetness. And Road Atlas. Bricks and bones. Well, I thought about that. The bloody ancestors. And that would protect you. It would, wouldn't it? Have you seen that film? So, yeah, apparently they use it for real in voodoo to protect yourself from evil, like spirits and stuff. Brick dust works. I'll bear that in mind, man. If you was going to keep out even any... Listen, if I guess anyone visiting or anything, like even an electric man, right, I'll smudge the fuck out of this place. I only want my energy and my friends' good energies in you. I don't care. Because you've got all weird stuff going on in your mind, man. You're coming in my dwelling thinking shit. And I don't want that energy in my house. This is like literally like a place of peace and good energy. I've made it so that way. But a lot of good energy concentration. So yeah, it's a box. I think that they put reliquary of saints, and I do think there is a distinct possibility that they were snuffing the saints, and then, or if they at least taking their bodies and stealing and putting them into these things for that infused saint power. Now, I am in the camp, guys, right? Definitely, yeah, that people can have superhuman abilities. People do fantastic stuff. In sports, people have done unbelievable stuff. In war, people have done unbelievable stuff. People that they would say, that's inhuman. You can't do that. That's just like people having cases of super strength, chi energy strength, ripping the roof off cars on fires, doing just impossible things people can do. All of us can do it, because I think that is something that we could untap. And I think that's what's being held down, is that we could have superhuman abilities and be like heroes. Yeah, have a hero ability. Which one would you like? Yeah, invisibility might go a bit pervy. That's always the case. Probably not, though. I think a good one is being really, really quick. I quite like that one, but I'm quick anyway. See, I just left the room and came back. Did you see me? See how quick I am? I'm not quick in all things, so just putting that on there. Sorry. So yeah, spooky as fuck, isn't it? I don't know how it's even permitted in 2026. It's so like old world and nasty. So yeah, they'll put them in mausoleums as well. And this essentially, what is this? It's a beautiful box, with pillars all around, made of what looks like beautiful pink marble. And there's a plaque on the front. So there's a tomb, yeah, but there's more in here. There's more going on. I think that they infuse saints, and I think that they use that energy because it is superhuman abilities. And I think that's what's going on. I think this is what that light is, the aura you see behind the saints and stuff. Is that they found that charge, they found the vibration, and they lit the fuck up. Starting a Jared, baby. Oh, look at the fasces. It comes everywhere, isn't it? The old fasces, sure. And then you have, the holy family tree, from Noah up. Now, we're going to have a look at some religious depictions shortly, which are quite mind-blowing if you haven't seen them before, which I'll be sharing. Okay? So we've got two winged angels. But this is like an eye as well, isn't it? Is that a mountain? No, it's God. It's God. It's God. He's like an old dude, and he's going like that. Okay. I wonder what Mrs. God's like. I bet she's nice. But do you think Mrs. God would like Marticus? I think Mrs. God would like Marticus. Mrs. Devil definitely would like Marticus. So. See, it's all creepy to me. I don't even like any of it. That's just me, though. I think it's a waste, really, of money and stuff. Whatever. to me. That's just me. And why they call them pews? Because they fucking stink. It smells wood. It smells literally. Get stuck in my throat. I'm like, oh god, fucking spew on a church. I swear in churches. Do you think am I damned? Am I? Well, it's a bit fucking late now. So I'm probably more holy and spiritual than any of them in that church, including the people who work there. So I'm not too bothered about any of it. So yeah, Buddhists, they got altars as well. And they're little shrine things where you know, pray in front of symbolically. They're not really there, but you can pretend. Like do with God, Jesus and the crucifix. He's not really there, but his spirit is. And you can pretend. So it's a good game of pretend, really. It's all a really good game of pretend. But the mind is a very powerful thing. You know, I remember when I was a kid, we used to talk about spooky stuff, me and my sister, instantly, goose pimples, instantly something could move in the kitchen. And then I feel all fucking shit, really, 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 really scared. Have you ever done that? Yeah. Because it's your perception, because it's you that's doing it, it's the mind that's doing it. All that poltergeist activity and shit that's happening, that's people, especially with teenage girls, are more prone to it. I tell you what, that is the mind. The mind is doing it all, because there's only mind in this place. How can there not be? Prove me wrong. So yeah, it definitely alters you. Some of these altar pieces are absolutely fantastical, although a bit grumpy, but you know, it is fucking religion. Look at the staircase going down into the tunnels. Yeah. It's like, can I hear the singing of distant choir boys? It's like, yeah, it's getting quieter and quieter. It's like, yeah, it's because they're going further down the tunnels away. It's not even funny. If it wasn't so sick, it'd be funny. It's not. It's not funny. Say 10 Hail Marys and all will be well, Martin. I'm sure it'll all be well. So yeah. It is the faceless night configuration we've been talking about for like probably 10 years. It's the cover for my first book, The Holy Grail of Our Flat Earth. And this casket here has the remnants of somebody in it. And then they've put all of this configuration around it because all of that is symbolic, they say. Missing information. Well, I don't think they're plaques at all. I think that they're mirrors. And some shining star of the sun. But it essentially is sun worship. There's a star there as well. That is fantastic, but definitely spooky goings on. So in this is in the Vatican. Okay, we're going to look at some Vatican stuff in a moment. Old books. I got old plans as well. I don't want to go through them. What's it say? Novi opera sus et fidum. What's fidum? Fidum. And under the altar is a dragon. A dragon is under the altar. He's going like that. God guy. Wow. So bad. So sucks. So this is my favorite, probably. This is in St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. So they say, as I showed in my last post, that they say they found the remains of St. Peter and the altar in the Basilica. So somebody who's really famous, who was like literally bestie or at least a mate of Jesus Christ, yeah, buried in the necropolis of because there's a necropolis, as you know, like streets of dead things, under here, under the altar, and this wobbly column thing going on, driving all that energy up. And then you got this thing on top, which I'm ultimately is convinced is an advanced form of antiquitech, and that this thing it does a lot more than just meets the eye. It's not aesthetics. It's a type of portal technology, want for a better word. I think these people were using it. I think it's doable. I think it's coming back. I hope time travel comes back. I definitely want to be a time travel tourist. I wouldn't want to go really far back, though. Yeah, I'd like to go and see the Middle Ages for a couple of minutes, but not hang around there because it might be like uncomfortable. I'm into like, I got a really bad back, then beds. But definitely the Victorian era. Oh, yeah. And that you could bring stuff back with you, like the stuff that you score. I mean, the stuff that you find, you can bring back with you to this time. What? Oh, this is it. Look. So what's underneath this wobbly column thing is all of these. I'm not actually sure what they are. I think they're for incense. That's a funny word, isn't it? Incense. And I think they put hallucinogenics in there in the past, tripped everyone out. Everyone left there all euphoric. And they say, wow, man, that was the best experience of my life. This God guy is truly epic. Yeah. It's nothing to do with like what they were spiking him with. They know all sorts of Vaticans, don't they? They know about the pineal glands because they got it like the Buddhists know about the pine cone and the Masons do. They stuck one there on the caduceus and the pine cone in the Vatican forecourt, so to speak. And an Anunnaki, they wiggle them, don't they? They go wee, 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 wee in a Sumerian pine cone configuration. All of them know. And there is there. 2 peacocks. I think peacocks are hybrids, Phoenician hybrids. I don't think they're natural birds. I think they just spliced a few together and made that just weird birds. That's why all the elites have peacocks on their land. Ta-da! Oh, God. So the only Pope to ever come and visit Wales was Pope John Boy. He gave me all that as well. I was really happy about that. I liked John Boy. He was all right. He was. At least he came to Wales. More of these other ones, they can't be bothered. Don't even know where Wales is, probably. People are so stupid now. They can't even point things out on the map nowadays. Have you heard? It's like people are like, point America out on the map. They go, that one. Like, no, I'll give you an easier one. Italy. It's the shape of a boot. Okay. No, that's Saudi Arabia. Oh, not very good at this game. So no, not very good at anything. Can't even fucking tie your own shoelaces up. And they think the whole world owes them a favor. I don't know where they got that idea. We had to work. We had to make this world for them. They all arrive and then they just go and all fuck over it with urban graffiti and uncivilized behavior. What the fuck? No. Wow. But like I said, it's not about me. I'm just passing through. But, you know, if I can just like do something, then I will definitely try. Look at these. How weird is that? It's like, oh, isn't it beautiful? It's like, yeah, see, it's like they spent a lot of effort. It's quality stuff and that. It's just, why does it feel so wrong? So, yeah, a lot of these depictions will show you altars lit up, like they got some cosmic value, some spiritual value. And I think that's what's going on. You see them in a lot of Renaissance artworks as well, altars with reliquary that is all sparked up. Check this out for speakers. For whoa, I'd love to hear them. Wow, that is unbelievable organs. They got a choir going on down there. Ooh. There's nothing better than a male voice choir singing like Men of Harlech or something. That gives me shivers. But choirs. It's really weird. I don't mind some of that Gregorian chantage, and I am practicing throat singing, so I can join Helen at some stage when I bump into Maria Franz. And I have done already in the dream realm, so I definitely think I'm at a chance there, you know, guys. So yeah, this is one of those reliquary things. So it's a glass cylinder. It's like a miniature church with antiquitech on top and knobbly bits to drive the chi. And in here, they will put ashes of a saint, like a reliquary. So they don't harness power at all. They just the thought of it. I reckon they're using Tatarians, which is why it's called altar. I think they put ashes of saints underneath them, giving it that infusing thing that will get everyone like hooked on, you know, the god buzz, because they basically got hacked into by the evil ashes or the evil input in nicking oh, lovely saint's ashes. I might be completely wrong though. Wow, look at that configuration. That's the same one, isn't it? Oh, the antiquitech on top. Is this a candle holder? Bet it wasn't originally, but it was a nice lamp. All right, let's have a look at this beautiful effort. So also fireplaces, believe it or not, are a type of altar. Some of them are actually called altar places, where people will stand and converse. So altars are a type of fireplaces are a type of altar. So yeah, they got the cross keys, papal hat. This is obviously a papal person in Poland, in Krakow, or as they say, Krakowski. And this is back in St. Peter's, and they're all biting the dust. Look at that weird shit, man. So they're laying, right, all right then. So it goes right underground. Can you see that to the necropolis? How weird is that, right? And there's all like dead streets of dead saints and stuff, harnessing all that energy into this weird, spooky machine. And then under the spooky machine is this box, which is the altar. Holy shit. They all bite the dust, like lay on their bellies and give it all like whatever that is, which is like 10 types of freaking weird, if you ask me. And look at the Shining carpet. I got the film Shining. And I never noticed the floor configuration there before. There's a lot going on. They got a sun. Some very pagan for what is a Catholic church or basilica. Excuse me. That is so weird, guys. That is really 10 types of weird. That is. Whew. Gives me the EGBGs. Look at this, wobbly columns again. It's really strange, the wobbly columns. I don't know what's going on with that. They look a little bit like they might be a narwhal tusk or a tusk of a unicorn, but always with a plasma burst, reset suggestion, end of the world suggestion, bleeding angels, which kind of suck. I reckon I got guardian angel. I think it's a chick. She saved me a few times in this life. I think she loves me as well. Have you got one? So everyone's got one. It's like the golden compass. I think North American Indians are usually good guardian angels, if you get one. Like Chief something or other. Would be really great. Right, let's have a look at this. So it's under a giant's crown. A couple of angels. Beautiful thing, I guess, but again, it's not my cup of tea, you know, at all, really. But I would like to see it. And inside this chamber here is the remains of some human being, apparently, from far off antiquity. So again, it'll be a saint. Yeah. How do you get to be a saint then? What you got to do? You got to do miracles. You got to do like superhuman stuff. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. I don't want them to saint me. I want to be able to do superhuman stuff, though. At least fly or something quickly. So yeah. Wow. I'm sure they're all on a lot of LSD or something. Why do they come up with this weirdness? It's like, is their world, the Phoenician world, look like this? It must do, mustn't it? Shells, the whole Phoenician thing going on here, isn't it? It's like a keyhole. Guy flying in a red cape, like Superman. I've been watching the new series of Spider-Man, Spider Noir with Nicolas Cage. I'm rather enjoying it. It's okay. It's very, I like old 1920s detective things like Dick Barton and stuff like that. Always like the old detective stuff, that atmosphere. Like The Shadow, that film, remember that? Although the actor's a bit unfavourable, admittedly. Whoa, look at that one. So it's quite mind-blowing. Like, I guess if you walk through the door and see that, it'd be like, holy shit, what am I looking at? It's just like the effort gone into these creations. All around the altar. But it is all about the altar. Oh, look at the dove from above, wings open again. Pyramid, red pyramid, God's heads in it. Jesuits up here, look. See the Jesuit hats? And things pointing up to stars from a pyramid, from an antiquity. And a dome, obviously, because there is. Wow, that's a mind blow, that one. Whew. Holy shitski. So I'll have a look at this. One's got a dome as well, obviously. Wow. Religion is so strange. Wobbly columns again. Wobbly columns. So yeah, we were time traveling, find out what the hell was going on back then in the age of superhumans. Sorry, this is the shop that used to be in Cardiff. I don't know how it got there. Martin Luther. Yeah, Buddhist shrines as well. Exactly the same thing. They have got altars as well. Look at this. In Buddhism. Wow. Whoa. Just the effort gone into it just to produce that piece. That looks like silver or something. I'm guessing it's not aluminium. Whew. This one I took, this was, I'm not sure what cathedral this was. This could have been in Venice. There's a lot of decoration at Basilica I went in, but they did have a bit of a big deal altar going on. So yeah, the altar fire there, Hearts of the Hidden World. You can see that they used to regard some of these fires as a type of altar, which it is basically. And that weird thing in St. Peter's again, excuse me. The Ghent altarpiece, which I have witnessed. I think it got nicked in the war. I think it got put back. But it's infinite. It's woodwork of all different saints that have all ended up in reliquary chambers, little bits of them, fingernail, eyeball, whatever. And then that goes off to a church so the church can be infused in saint power. Here we go again, under the dome. So God's, or whoever the Pythagorean looking dude is holding a blue disc. And there's Jesus dove from above, and there is an altar. And on the altar is another reliquary. Behold the reliquary, is what they're saying. Under the dome. We're moving on. So yeah, this book is a old Lead Vanderhaar atlas from which I've shown years ago. I've shown it for years though, from 1729, the publication date, and it shows the shit show that happened with Moses. Yeah, was a bit of a psycho. Takes a load of Israelis all the way across the desert to the new land. Takes them like forever, and they build loads of camps. They got photographs here, look, of the whole happening, because that all happened in the Old Testament. Industry, they build steelworks and everything. You will see foundries and a huge loads of people. And apparently they're all on the move. They got fed by the manna machine, which is, who even knows? Kalela, who even thinks? But the drive in the modern day, you know, if you had a car, only takes hours. But Pharaoh's army followed. And what happened across the Red Sea is the sea came back in and it killed all Pharaoh's army. And there's evidence because it's got photographs here. Wonder how they did this from a bird's eye perspective, or yeah, right, rescue all of the arms. None of them look Egyptian. None of them look anything like they're supposed to look. So yeah, the sea opened and then it swallowed them. So yeah, I will share this book if you want to spend more time looking at these depictions. So that's the Pharaoh getting his ass truly kicked, and it's supposed to have happened in the Red Sea. Some people say there's a translation thing going on, problem, and it is the Reed Sea. Let's have a little look. So there's sewers, nice castles going on, no pyramids. Interesting, but they didn't put the pyramids on there, just these castles. El Tor. El Tor. So yeah, the Red Sea, apparently it was opened and then it was gallivanted across, and then Petra, it closed up. So this bit here would be Jordan and Arabia, Jordan, Israel up there, Syria there, Damascus. Funny looking castles with aerials on top, aren't they? No pyramidage. I wonder what mountain range that is. And there's the Nile. All the way down to Nubia. Okay. So yeah, this is all supposed to be in like the Old Testament. So like the Bronze Age stuff. So look at this map. So I don't know many in chat, 200 odd of you. Welcome on a Thursday. Yeah, it is interesting. Thank you for that, Christian page. And use the Holy Land. Let's have a look at the Holy Land. Canaan, land of Cain, who was apparently a giant. Edom. Let's mark up. Let's have a look at this. Gomorrah, Sodom. That's called Somme, like the Somme. Right. Jerusalem is on big hills. Bethlehem. We got a Bethlehem here in Wales, by the way, as well. Sudan. Damascus. Okay. They didn't put Tyre on there. I think this is it. Tyrus. Yeah, so that's Phoenicia by here. Okay. Let's move down. Raphaim, like Raphael. And this would be the Nile Delta. And no Suez Canal at this stage, apparently. But a river coming right. Well, all it'd have to is link there to there. Shit. City of Heliopolis, which is Baalbek, which is renamed after Alexander the Great got hold of it. Babylon is there. Memphis is there. So Necropolis. So a lot of people call Cairo Babylon on a lot of old maps as well. Interesting there. And what is this? Is it a tunnel all the way from the Dead Sea? Oh, it's the path, I guess, is it? I don't know. Why would it be a spiral? Sinai. Not Sinai. Isn't that where? Oh, no. He's going to go up there, isn't he? And do the thing. Get some tablets going on. Score some tablets. He's got a big rave. So he's like, I'm going up the mountain to get some tablets. They're like, all right, don't be long, man. We'll keep the drums going for you. But apparently, oh yeah, they went, he went away, Moses. Took too long. And then he started worshipping a cow, because that's the first thing he would do, isn't it? Naturally, like, yeah, I got to worship a cow now. And then, I just thought, fucking hell broke loose. So they say. So let's have a look at this encampment. So yeah, they're moving across the desert now. Okay. You know this shit goes down. Look at the size of this. So there's a new land coming for them. They look nothing like you'd expect. Oh, it's got a funny happy hat on. Anyway, let's move on because something really, really bad's happening here. Look. And the sky's opening up with fire and brimstone coming out of that mountain. So it's very possibly Armageddon's on the way, which is like literally awesome. So let's move on. Excuse me. Let's move that over there. So, oh my God, what happened to the mountain, man? Whew, it's blown up. What are they standing there for? What are they building these for? They're building a device. Is what they're doing. Anyone read Dutch? Middle Dutch? 1700s? Tells you there. I just don't feel like running anything through AI and asking it what it says because it could just tell me a pack of shit. So here's one of these foundries. They're making metal. Moses got pissed off and went and had a word with God. So yeah, I reckon God's up that mountain. Okay. No. What has happened is that Gallica is a real shit and it doesn't want me to show you any of it and it's just gone off. How about that? I'll come back to that later. I did have a suspicion that Gallica would do that. That is such a French thing to do. Okay. This is an interesting one. I'm going to pass these to you. You can look at them for yourself, but it's about architecture and how they put it up in the Vatican. I don't know whether you can see that there. Hi, Isabella, Morgan, good to see you. Salad, good to see you. Wick News, good to see you too. Marty Nelson is in the house. And one Fritty. Okay, so yeah, this lady's got like what is essentially a fasces. And let me just bring these images up for you. And then you can see that they put up apparently these huge, massive gantries to move obelisks, so they say in the 1700s. Oh, excuse me. Let me just put them depictions there. And so yeah, she's holding a twig and she's holding a fasces. I'm not actually sure why she would be holding a fasces. But if I can just bring the image down a bit, you can see there's a lot more going on. So yeah, apparently they're devising gadgets like this to put this obelisk up, so they say, in the 1700s. And let me just show you another book, which might be a better one for depictions. That one's struggling. Like here. So apparently they use like hundreds of, or maybe even thousands of people to, I don't know whether you can see that. It's absolutely crazy to think that they went to all this effort to raise a stone, is built this massive gantry and this massive crane. All of these are apparently people. So let's mag up, and they all have ropes and horses, like, and capstans with ropes to lift up this giant obelisk. To that extent, seems unimaginable. So, do you think the ancient Egyptians apparently did all of that just to get their obelisks up? Look at that. Well, maybe they were doing it then, but I don't think they were doing it further back in antiquities. What I'm thinking. These things are like circuit boards. There's so many interesting things in these books. I'll show you some of the elaborate machines, but what it shows you is it really does look like circuitry. Clear up, clear up. There you go. So there's that image I was about to show you in a better book. And I will share this book with you after. Okay. Vatican. Map of the Vatican. Vaticano. Let's have a look. A map of the Vatican. So it is showing the Vatican is actually on a star fort. You can see bits of star fort going on here. So yeah, all of this book is actually about the Vatican. And if you show you this one, now tell me that doesn't look like an electric circuit board plan. It looks like a watch. So that is that thing they carried out in that field with horses, apparently, and that's a plan for it. Do you buy that? Just seems craziness to me. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Seems just weird. And then these massive gantries to put them up with hundreds of pulleys on them and thousands of ropes. And the people are really like minuscule and a lot of capstan work. So I'm guessing maybe they did do this sort of stuff because it's in the books. But wow, look at that. That don't look like circuitry. It's like a Swiss watch. So yeah, I'll share these books with you after, guys, and you can just take your time, have a look through. And they are quite interesting, quite detailed, and a lot of information. But obviously, they're in it's in Italian. Probably have a bit of a time with the old languages. It's a bit of a thing with the translations going on, I've noticed. Anyway, let's move on. Let me come back for a minute, just 2 minutes, because I'm going to need a drink and sort myself out. Okay, am I still here? 241 of you. Good to see you today. So, yeah, what do you reckon? A call-in show for the week ending, guys? Do you reckon that'd be a good idea? I haven't done one in years. I did have a spare phone where people could ring me on the show, but it got crazy. Eric, good to see you, man. Eric Sims. Vibes is in the house. Talk to Dallas. DQs. Latecomer. Bummer number. Don't worry, listen. There's loads to come. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. And there's my friend Bob. He's in the house. Okay. Let us show pictures of you've probably never seen before. In fact, I think you probably have never seen before because I haven't. Is these pictures of Washington, D.C. showing amazing architecture and not what I expect for America, actually. I have seen pictures of this before. It's a giant, apparently, glass house that was in Washington with stuff inside. Check it out. Birds and stuff. It's an aviary, isn't it, for birds and stuff. Beautiful, though. But that sounds nice. So, yeah, Washington, D.C. looks like Russia. It could not be more Phoenician. That could be St. Petersburg or something, couldn't it? Same interlocking thing with the feet, the spirals, the Tauruses, topless, the whole thing of the Phoenicians. Dunbar Drug Co. Cigars, souvenirs, perfumes. Blech. Perfumes are nasty. Should de-invent them. So I think Washington is definitely an old world city. It used to be called Rome. So there's that. And it's not part of the United States of America, just like London City is not part of America, Britain. So there's that. Huge plants and government offices. This is the, I don't know. That's a nice picture. I think that is a military camp. And you can see the Capitol building in the background on a wet and fuzzy day. Nobody around. Very atmospheric. Old photograph, that one. The armories. Mud floody, though. Look. And look how all these buildings look, guys. How come it looks like old Britain and it's supposed to be Washington, D.C.? You know, it's just like, it just looks the same. Crazy big towers and domes. And look at that for a wall. It looks like that should be in Italy or something. And that's in Washington, D.C. It's crazy big wall. All them domes. Something's filled in. All sorts of mysteries there. slits, blocked up windows. Why build the window if you're not going to even have one there? Makes no sense to me, but there you go. Showing me this is an older building, much older. And look, castles. Castles in Washington, D.C. I'm not sure what this plant is. It's a definite plant. Has it got a number on there? No. But castles, essentially, aren't they? It's not giving me Washington, D.C. vibes, though. So nice apartment blocks. Oh, see, why would they put that dome on top of there? There's a lot going on in these domes, guys. I'd like to live in one of them, but not in the city. Cities actually suck. I've had enough now. I've always had people all around me, you know, hundreds, thousands of people all around, and all that energy and all of that EMFs and all of the high-pitched sounds, all of it. Oh, fucking hell. Look at the Antiquitech on here. But that's what we get in cities, isn't it? In the country, then you just all that drops away. You can actually be, you can breathe easy in the country. But I'm only like 10 minutes from the Vale of Glamorgan, which is a place of outstanding beauty. So, you know, as long as the weather's favourable, all's good. Nice arcade. Love arcades. Got loads of arcades in Cardiff. So it's got mud floody windows at the bottom. Let's move on. Big old chapel, I think. Difficult to say. Looks Sataria now. And a giant old bridge across the gorge, so to speak. So look at this, the theatre. Is this Ford's Theatre? No, it's the New Lyceum. I always put the flags out in the front of the buildings in the old days. They don't do that too much nowadays, do they? Don't do it in Britain because it's actually not allowed. I think it is an aqueduct, a reservoir of some sort. But look at the Antiquitech on it. That's crazy. What a beautiful photo of the old world. New trees. So, yeah, it's built on a swamp, apparently. Same as St. Petersburg was Washington, D.C. That's why Trump keeps saying drain the swamp, is it? Grand Central Palace, where you can have a game of billiards. Oh, billiards is stupid. I don't like that. I like a game of pool, though. I used to think I was good at pool. I beat a lot nowadays. Don't know what happened. Practice. That's why I need practice. Pool practice. But unfortunately, pool tables are always in pubs. This is the Grand Opera House. Oh, I don't see the attraction with opera, though. You know, if someone said, like, mind you, I would go if I was on a date or something. It's like get the old glad rags on, but you know, watch your Valkyrie or something. Oh, you know, probably be really, really good, but it's so them, isn't it? And you got to be behaved and everything. I mean, you can't go blazing up in a fucking opera, although I would really, really want to. I doubt I'd get kicked out anyway. They'd be like, just ignore him. Just ignore him. Don't even look at him. I get that. It's nice. These big old houses. Makes you think, though, you know, what's the size of the families? But they had like waiting staff, like maids and stuff, didn't they? Upstairs and downstairs. Look at the bottom windows, half cut off. First story staircase, proper old mud flooder. That one. Look at that. That's a hotel. Phew. How many rooms in there? Imagine the halls in there as well. Just crazy big hotels. Who was staying in them? Who was doing business? What was going on? Washington Tataria. I definitely think that this is the why they took over Washington. And, you know, it was like Tataria. Look at it. This is amazing. And just like, unbelievable Tatarian buildings full of Antiquitech, man. Who knew? Look at that. Holy shit, it's amazing. Again, it's not giving me Washington DC vibes. What's this? The mill. Looks like they're making some statues, some busts there. There's a couple of nice busts there, guys. I know I'm silly. Can't help it. Got a type of Tourette's I have. Something like, along those lines. It's like I will always, it's like, drop. You know, I'm really bad at dropping people in. If they've told me a lie and they're expecting me to cover them up on a lie, I can't do it. I'm just going to fucking, just sorry. It just comes up. It's like, you fucking shit. I can't help it. Ain't going to happen, baby. Nothing worse than a liar. Look at this. Oh, wow, look at that window. What a beautiful looking building. It looks like an old railway station, is it? Excuse me, my eyesight. No, it's a market. All right. Oh, wow, I bet that's a big market. Oh, imagine the produce they got in there. Oh, love a good old market, I do. Oh, I tell you what else I love. I love a good old turntable. I really, really do. I've seen one in action years ago. Can't remember where it was, abroad somewhere, where the turntable turned the train. And I was like infinitely fascinated. There's no trains at the moment, but this is a turntable for turning trains around. Love it. Love it. Love a good old turntable. All right, we've got another theatre. What's happening in the theatre? Norman Shearer and Leslie Howard. Leslie Howard went missing. Have you seen the weird story about Leslie Howard? He's another one that went missing, like Lord Lucan. During the war, he just disappeared. He makes great films. Really good actor as well, Leslie Howard. And then he's just gone. Nobody knows what happened to him. Nobody, not even a sniff. He's like the Mary Celeste, he is. He's Leslie Howard. Right, let's move on. Now, I know that a lot of you won't give two hoots about where I live in Cardiff, okay? But I do, and it's my channel, so I'm showing you. And it's history related, and it's an amazing city. It's the capital of Wales, yo. What we're looking at here is the River Taff, right, before the Millennium Stadium, okay? Now, I know if you haven't been here, that won't make any sense, but what I'm telling you now is where this river and all this mud is here, right, by here now, is a giant stadium, the Principality Stadium, an 80,000-seater stadium right there. Obviously, this is a long time before I was around. This is the Royal Hotel on Wood Street. It looks a bit different, but it was apparently built in 1835, and where Scott the Antarctic had his last munch down before he went off on his ill-fated voyage to Antarctic Knot. And then he said, I'll be out sometime. And then he went off and stupidly died, apparently. So, yeah, remnants of River Taff here. And this will become Westgate Street. So there's a big, massive street here nowadays. It's hard to believe, man, that was like that. This is a world completely gone, but you can see windows blocked even then. I don't buy that window tax narrative. Sounds stupid. Can't be the same for the whole of the world. There's a rare photo here. Royal Hotel, built 1865, they say, in a post office building. Built in the mid-1890s. Which is now a hotel, which I stayed in. I got the worst fucking sheets you can ever imagine. It's supposed to be like a posh hotel. Stays in there, and you couldn't go to sleep because every time you moved, it was like crinkly fucking silver foil. The bedclothes were disgusting. Should have made a complaint about that. What about Estonia, Steph? I love Estonia. I'm Estonian, yo. Love you guys. Good. I'd have an Estonian wife if they weren't too mental. Just saying. Drink so much. So this is where I grew up. Now, weirdly, right, like I said before, right, I'm literally live near the road where I was actually born. I was born in Canton on this road here where these people are standing. There's been thousands of years of occupation in this site here. Apparently, there was a big battle in the English Civil War, the Battle of Ely Bridge, when Colonel Horton's detachment got taken out on the way to go and relieve Cromwell's army, which was up on the Tumble hill over there, apparently. Anyway, and then they had the big Battle of St. Fagans, and the River Ely was red with the blood of the dead, because that's what they tell us. Whatever. Anyway. So this was Ely Village, and then there was a Norman village here apparently for a long time, and then there's just been human civilization here. But nowadays it's all fucking uber boober, fucking nasty ass places, and there's nowhere to go. This used to be my local pub, one of my pubs called the White Lion, which was absolutely awesome. But people came straight out of the door and walked into the Carwood Road and got splattered by the bus. Happened all the time, pissed up. Until they put like a railing here on. This was a bridge in. I worked in here, and one of the bullies in there removed my glasses off my face and dunked it in a pint of dark beer, and then put them back on me. If he hadn't been a really violent gangster, I'd probably done something about it. But I'm obviously over this. That's why I'm mentioning it. So yeah, I only worked in there for about a week. I only worked in there because I was after the girl behind the bar. I didn't even actually like the place at all, but you know, the length she'll go to is unbelievable, isn't it? Wow, I know. So they got the telegraph. Can't see any wires coming off it though. Oh, this thing here, oh, like spiky bits. So yeah, I go over here every day. You see River Ely's under this bridge here. This is the old brewery where they used to make a load of guzzle because everyone's so pissed. These flood nearly every year, or they did until about 2 years ago. But these cottages here, they always flood because they put it bang next to the river. These cottages, I bet they can't get insurance. Look how lovely old Wales was. Aww. And the little Welsh people of the people of Ely. So yeah, like I didn't venture. I'm still there. I'm still here. I'm still in this place. This bridge has been removed now. You can see that stone plinth under the existence of the bridge that's been replaced, which is a nice touch of the old world, I can see. And they used to have the Eisteddfod in here back in the because this is hundreds of years old. This bridge in haunted as fuck. I haven't seen any ghosts, but my wife that was did some work in there too, and she heard some ghost stuff going on. Clarence Street Bridge over the River Taff. This is unbuilt, an old Victorian thing. Again, I see it's sort of there already. So I used to like trip out going over this bridge when I was a kid because it was called the Musical Bridge. They've taken it away now, Clarence Street Bridge. Blech, bastards, take all the good stuff. Used to go across it and he used to whistle like this. As you went past these things. Which gave it the name, the Whistling Bridge. Here it is being produced. It only stood for like 100 years. It was opened in 1890, Clarence Street Bridge in Grangetown. And then they removed it when I was about like in my 20s. I went there one day and there was this shitty fucking motorway bridge. I was like, what the fuck? Where's Clarence Street Bridge gone? Fucking unbelievable what they do with this place. Cutting the ribbon. I wonder what that's a ritual in itself, isn't it? And there's the mayor who gives a fuck. So yeah, there's where I grew up, an old place, very old world place. I am in Wales, guys, on the floor of the valley of Ely Vale, with full of breweries and beer. Not much else came out of Ely, really. Just 2 giant breweries. So lots and lots of beer. So that's what you need, though, innit? You know, the water's to shit, apparently, in the old days, and you get pissed constantly. But so much stuff come out of this area, like the Wesleyans, the Baptists, even the Quakers were born in this area. Early America can thank itself for the existence of Wales, because the Quakers' way of life is what they were practicing before the signing of the charters. There's a tunnel going under here. I wonder if that's still there. Probably for drainage. So yeah, it's a beautiful place. Very lucky to be from Wales. So let's have a look at some flat terrier pictures. Don't buy a budgie, guys. A parrot. Don't buy a parrot. They'd be really sad. Parrots can live over 100 years. So if you bought one now, you'd love it. And you know what? They get really upset when you die. And you're not going to be able to outlive your budgie, your parrot. So don't buy a parrot. Okay, because they cry. And you don't want to. That's not a parrot. I don't know what that is, but I just like the look of it. It's trippy. Budgies are all right. They don't live as long. And budgies are absolutely awesome. This cat loves this budgie. Budgies are lush. Yeah, I went to a budgie circus once. They were doing trapeze and everything. So here's Solomon. He's on an altar as well. I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's that one when he's going to cut a baby now. She says, no, it's not. I don't want you to do that. She can keep it. And he said, you are noble. You can have the child. Something along those lines, because he was very wide. Yeah, right. Now, these like the ones we've seen in Spain, right? These are like proper budgies. No, parrots. Now, we've got parrots in Thompson's Park here in Cardiff. They're running wild everywhere. Well, more flying wild. So if human beings all die, which inevitably everyone will, together in an Armageddon, the parrots would survive, yeah, because they don't take no tablets in the jungle because the parrots eat them all. Don't worry, that's a silly dad joke. They would still be speaking, like saying, show us your tits, and other things like that. Get your tits out, things like that. No, they would. So, probably not them words, but, they're a bit cheeky and they are funny, aren't they? Fuck you, like that. But yeah, these are puppies. Sure, you can see them. I love puppies. So I'd have some parrots, but I heard if you've got birds, they're fucking noisy. And apparently they just tweet like shit in the mornings. I couldn't be dealing with a tweety bird in the morning when the ghost keeps going fucking on. Fucking hell. I'd have to find music to soothe it so it's quiet. Yeah, maybe it likes a bit of Black Sabbath or something. Black Sabbath budgie. Budgie! Play it, budgie. Budgies would like budgie. Wow, well worked out, Matt. You're genius. Fucking hell. I'm having a lighter crisis, I am, guys. This is nice, isn't it? Look at that's the size of a dome, and there's all palm trees around here. Shit ton of Tiquitec. The buildings in the background look like they've been nuked, though. They're hollow. I can see straight through. I think these are empty. They look mud flood all world. And that is part of the Paris exposition. So Noah was a giant, as you know. I'll show you Noah's Ark and the apocalypse maybe on the weekend on my next post. Would you like to see that in very, very graphic form, like everyone in the world gets killed? Okay. Noah was a giant, and in some country where they're like that, you can go and visit it and say prayers. I didn't even know they prayed to Noah. Wow. Well, he is the father of all humanity. If it weren't for Noah, we wouldn't be here. He's like your great uncle or something. Do you like the thought of that? No, man. I don't think I'm related to Noah like at all, or Ham, Seth, or any of those cats. I don't think I'm related to any of them. I feel Tatarian. This is the Bristol suspension bridge. Going across the Avon suspension bridge before it's been shrunk. Again, it's there, isn't it? It's like it's there. It actually looks weathered a little bit, maybe. Maybe they found it after Armageddon and then they strung it up then. Maybe this bit is attributed to like Isengard Kingdom Brunel. It's like, where's all of the building stuff? Where's the builders? Where's the building stuff for the bridge itself? I'm just saying, it's just like it's there already, isn't it? And it's just like no thing going on in the way of stringing it up. So yes, remember I mentioned pillars in a configuration around an altar. Well, these things on top, right? These torus field generators. You can see they're like a shape of a crown, 4 angel tech, basically, guys. And they're on top of these altars. This is an Indian version. I definitely think they're doing the saint infusing as well with holy stuff. And then if you just get a little splatter in of it, yeah, you can get a little bit of superpower. So in the Bible, it says AI will be conquered. So apparently the Lord said to Joshua, fear not, yo, neither be thou dismayed. Oh, fuck. Don't be dismayed. Take all the people of war with thee and arise, go see to AI. See, I have given unto thy hand the king of AI and his people and his city and his land, and thou shalt do it to AI. So yeah, fucking apparently we're going to give it to AI. It's going to take human form, build an army. I'm putting my arm up for general of the last human army, General Marticus Farticus, Admiral. Okay, just putting that out there, people that rule the world. Okay. So yeah, dick ain't been around a long time, although in Britain it's always the squirty penis, but here it's just the plain old penis. But it is standard in Britain, like everyone's done it. I haven't done it. That would be silly. But most people in Britain feel the need to do cock and balls on the walls. I don't know what it is. India, right? I don't know what happened, but they used to have everything. Check this shit out, what the Indians have. Yeah. And now they do wicked chicken tikka masala. Times change. This is what I love. Do you know the Aztecs we mentioned earlier? They worshipped as many as 800 bunny gods. Why can't we worship 800 bunny gods, guys? I want to worship a bunny god. And the bunny gods manufactured alcohol. That's right. So they were 800 alcoholic booze-producing bunny rabbits. Some of them produced nose candy, and the others produced alcohol, apparently. So they say, here they are. Here's a depiction from Popoval, making it true. Brilliant, isn't it? See, this is why I fucking love bunny rabbits, guys. They know how to party hard, yeah? Get down tonight. Get down. Yeah, so this is a spooky Acropolis. You can see there's a fasces on the wall, stone fasces there in Italy, and dead people are not there anymore. They had little pillows for them as well. It's all underneath. Can't have been that many people. The Acropolis is only dozens of people, some hundreds, like the ones in Sicily is like 400, and that's one of the biggest in the world. But so I'm thinking, like, where are all the dead? Oh, it's a nice pot. It's got a sort of swastika that's been extended. It's a different one. Maybe that, and it's got spirals coming off it as well. It's like a future one. I love it. It's really cool. Future one. Giants had a bad time. Look at these. They're like literally poking his brains out. Maybe they're giving him a lobotomy. What do you think? Well, we talked about this week, haven't we? We talked about dragons. We talked about possibly the enslavement of giants. It's got a pair of man boobs. Well, that's awkward, isn't it? I'm sorry I had to mention that. It's just, wow. Seems to be increasing. I hope I never get man boobs. I won't get man boobs. That'd be really bad. The old fairy tales here from 1834. Yeah, he lives on a little island, eats cows. We do the same, guys. Psychos we are. So yeah, up in Japan, right? There was this big island called the Land of Yedzuku. It's not there anymore. Also, the Land of Campania. These parts remain as yet uncovered. So there's more land up there. It says here Western Tartaria, if you can see that. So all of this pink bit here is actually Tartaria. These are the Japanese islands. Definitely they exist. And then above Japan is these massive islands. The land of Yetzuk and the land of Campania, which are actually not there anymore. What happened? Or are we just not in the same timeline and we're in another one? This is from the other timeline where them islands existed. Or are they cloaked like the way Skull Island is? So Fergie's had an unfortunate life, isn't it? I know the first thing you think about when you think of Fergie is her peeing her knickers. That's not really nice though, is it, guys? But she got an Adonis belt. Big Boys Don't Cry. Here she is, Fergie from Black Eyed Peas. Infinitely shit band. But fuck, you know. Quick trans investigation on the way through. Poor Fergie. So anybody know who this lady is? I walked around the woods one day and I thought it was a tree at first, but it wasn't. It was a ginger woman with dreadlocks. Danish. Got fangs. Loads and loads of fangs. Like millions of fangs. Anyway, if she does, hey, Maria France, tag this, Maria France, right? Oh, I should tag it. If you ever comes to Wales, come visit Marticus. My favorite mermaid. Let's check her out. So, as you know, Martin's got a thing about mermaids. It has, like, you know, not saying I got carnal knowledge of the mermaids or anything. Which bit would you have as the woman? The top bit or the bottom bit? It's complicated, isn't it? Obviously, you don't want to be kissing a fish face. That would be horrible, wouldn't it? Yeah. So I think you'd have to keep the top half, woman, and the bottom half fish. Isn't it? Be all right. Sure. Sorry, I don't speak that language, but I get the idea. Mermaids. Where would the world be without them? Unpopulated. So this is an old British steaming distance from Cardiff, chap. Probably doesn't, unless you're a sailor or into maps, probably won't mean anything to you. I just find it interesting, some of the distances by nautical miles. Lundy Island is 62. I was going to sail there. That'll take a little bit of time. Swansea is 39.5 nautical miles. Weston-super-Mare only 10. Oh, pop over to Weston. 135 to Land's End from Cardiff. Fuck me. So where else we got? Gloucester, 50. You can sail to Gloucester. No thanks very much. Steep boat. Flatholm. That's definitely on the cards. That's where I want to go sail to. When we got to get that boat out there. Anyway. Here's God. God's looking a bit blue or maybe black or purple, but he's not a white guy anyway. And because I don't think it's like God. He's got like a bit of a hell thing going on. But he's got like a guy that's like the Messiah on his lap. The rest have been eaten. It's confusing, isn't it? Who really is? I wouldn't have put that red bow on it. That dog is really unhappy with his life because of that. You can see his face. It's like, stop doing that. So, childcare in the biblical period was maybe a bit harsh, but let's be honest, kids are really, really naughty, aren't they? So, terrible. Fancy doing that, Mother Mary. So she's got a bit nice ruff. I'm wondering about artists and ruffs. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's have a look. She's got fleur de lis, red. She's got silk. I haven't got anything silk. I did have a silk shirt and I fucking dropped it. I do want something silk. Oh, the bastard. What did he say? I'm going to rip that page out. Have you ever ripped a page out of a book so no one finds out what happened? That would be wrong, wouldn't it? Books are mind control anyway, except my ones. My ones are the truth. The rest are mind control. So this Mary is puking out babies, maybe people, puking out people. There's a portal. We've got a brown person and a white person sort of smushed together. Other brown people, and loads on her front. Difficult to say what's going on there. This is the devil. As you can see, he plays with poo. Oh, no, he's not playing. Maybe he made a poo sculpture. Sounds like something they do in hell. Painting with Bob. Poo. Right, what we got here? Bunny rabbits. Man, oh man, oh man. So they're alcoholics. Okay, they produce booze and they will mug you in the woods and do all this gnarly stuff. Look at this. And they look high. It's PCP bunnies, man. That's what's going on. PCP bunnies. No, don't. Let's not give it bad press. Not be all bad. Wow. I'm sorry if you shocked through to the system, guys, and your nerves are just gone. It's like I thought bunnies were nice too. But have you ever seen Were Bunny? Oh, the werewolf bunny. Wallace and Gromit, I think it is. So I think we got giants here and little people, maybe. On a stone relief from antiquity. Ugh. Right. He's doing a religious thing. Let's check it out. Hand in the air. Let me do that. See if it makes me holy. See if anything happens. That's Solomon the Great. Okay. Solomon posing for a picture because he was actually still alive. That's actually what Solomon looks like. Do you ever wonder? There he is. Solomon the Wise. Still around now. I think he possessed the body of Rasputin because they say he was like magical and stuff. Maybe that entity goes in different people. Right. Did they have awesome psychedelics in the past? Look at this. Wow. Holy shit. It's amazing. I don't know what's going on because I don't know what's going on. Well, okay. Move on. Right. Look, check this out. Right. Okay. I'm not sure what is going on here. Okay. Maybe he just got more than he bargained for with a date that he called over. I don't know. But look how many hands she just come out with. She's got a turban on. She looks wet. Her teeth are fucked. She's got a happy hat on. There's a big futuristic city outside or something. And then all of a sudden she's like, maybe she's just that quick. And it looked like that's what's happening. Or he's just got tracers because he's just dropped. Who knows? Right, let's have a look at these kooky Gaelic sellers. Ugh, Gaelic sellers. They're definitely into the occult. Have you a vampire problem? Yeah, actually. I have garlic. It wards off evil spirits. How much is it? Very expensive. But you can have it put in your spaghetti bolognese. Check this out, guys. For a happy heart. Wow. I'm not sure what's going on in that Renaissance painting. They're all a bit strange. So I'm wondering about this lady. She's famous, Edith. She's a famous Renaissance artist. There weren't too many chicks were painting. She'd done a selfie, a self-portrait. How do you paint with a rough? You know, if you're getting close with the brush, this rough's going to be getting in the way, and it just makes no sense. I don't think you should paint with the rough on. Get paint all over it. Or even your dress, actually, Edith. Just saying. Amorous males. Okay, let's have a look what's going on here. Looks like the maid's not actually into it. She's like, I'm actually not paid enough to be fondled by Sir. Yeah, she doesn't look. He's like, he loves her. He loves her. She's like thinking about, I think she's thinking about it. What do you think? She's got a few quid. He's not that bad. He's not like, oh, he loves her. Right, let's have a look at this. Wow. Holy shit. She looks better in the mirror. What is wrong with her head? What is wrong with her head? It's like she got a big pepper stuck on her head. Pepper hat, maybe. So this is the dog and duck. This is my youth. This is what we used to do. We used to drink snakebite and black. There's Tori there, look. Snakebite and black. And other substances. And then, like, literally, go loads of girls. Lovely. So that's what we used to do. Look at this. Excuse me. This is in Persia. And it's been taken up by a biblical flood. You can see the bottom bit all got worn away. And it is the biggest it's not in Persia, it's in Pakistan. It's the biggest graveyard in the world. Asian graveyard in the world in Pakistan, and that's what it looks like. There's deados in here apparently, loads of windows all blocked up. It's not an ancient world building though, or the top of a giant tower at all. So I have 250 watching. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video today. It's a little bit of a way to go. I'm going to come back on Saturday. I am on this weekend anyway, at least. It's a red bricker. All worn away by the water hitting it after the flood. But yeah, they are windows, aren't they? They really are. Why build windows if they're not going to be there? So yeah, hit that love at, guys, and like this video if you did, share it if you want. I'm sure it's shareable. Isn't this weird that they did this in this British town? They got a tap there, and they got a beautiful, beautiful painting actually of like a pre-Raphaelite style Celtic lady. But I'm not really happy with where they put the tap. Actually, I don't know what they're on about in this town. Maybe the mayor's a bit funny, huh? Do you agree with that? I don't think that's very good. I don't think that's very funny at all. So yeah, this would be brilliant. So Britain is going through terrible trouble at the moment. They're deciding what to do about the million arrivals that came on the island. Simple. Send them to High Brazil. There's an island, okay, that is off of Ireland and far enough off Donegal, okay, where there's bunny rabbits there. Not them dangerous ones, nice ones. It's in mist, so you got to be there like certain times of the year to see it and perceive it. Yeah, they give them a load of bricks and mortar. They can go and build their own world there. Be all right, wouldn't it? And then problem solved. So yeah, I reckon it's definitely there anyway. For a reason. So yeah, loads going on. This is Flat Earth British Marticus. You can see we share my channel there, or did. Yeah, so tickets at the end of the month. I showed it on my last channel. You can see a link below. There's a big true for me happening on the 19th and 20th of June, the end of this month, for the solstice. So there's a load of truthers getting together for the solstice up in a spooky castle up in Dundee in Scotland, which is rather exciting. I'm going to be on the Saturday. There I am there. Marticus Through the Looking Glass. Okay, and I'll be on in the afternoon. We'll talk about reset, healing, and a whole load of what I can get in an hour, which in Martin time frame is like literally no time at all. But there's literally a Q&A later on. That'll be good. With Q&A with Anthony, Martin, and Steve Forrester, and that would be really good. So I like questions from the audience. That would be fun. Oh. Anthony Samaroff. Oh yeah, I know. Anthony Samaroff. So yeah, that's what's going on. There's my website there. If you need anything, you can find out everything on there. I'm thinking of building my, and I just need the time. I got like a idea to build an entire universe, Flat Earth British universe, and sort of, sort of fuck off. Because I'm like literally a slave to the rhythm, the algorithm, which creates like tension and pressure, and it makes you feel because AI wants it that way. So there's that. So yeah, it finds out Tataria, Mud Floods, The Firmament, my favorite, Comets, Star Forts, Fasciais, Tachnasmia, Antiquitech, and airships, shapes like circles and squares, and maps and giants, and science and words like wobbly columns, and Antiquitech, and other Flat Earth British like Brian Think Tank. World's Fairs, Art, Reset, Architecture, Weather. Well, the weather's gone lovely. I love it. No, it's like going back to winter. It's terrible. Hurry up, summer. Aquatech. I'm going to do more on Aquatech. I haven't done any of that for ages. Fireplaces. I haven't done that for ages too. Activities. So Would you prefer to be chucked in a bath of Lego bricks or a bath of sticker bricks? Sticker bricks wouldn't hurt as much as Lego. I've had Lego stuck in my foot. Or was that Lawrence? I think both of us have had Lego accidents. Levitation, don't read the newspaper unless it's the light. If you don't think that is the light, resources. There you are. Flaticus World. That's what I've been doing for what seems like a lifetime now, because it is really, which is awesome, because that's what I'm doing with my life. So there's that in it. Okay, guys. That's been me. Let me give you a few view shouts, and I'm going to come back on the weekend. Facebook. I never went through on Facebook. It doesn't matter. Up north, Lake County here, Eugene. Where's that then? The Looking Glass. Okay, well, it is an analogous sort of suggestion for a looping reset, like meaning Tataria, and all of that groovy stuff is actually in the future. That's how it works. The Looking Glass, guessing they know they can't stop what's coming. Well, you just took the words right out of my mouth. Brendan Shaughnessy. I live near Fort Macon, Stafford. Been there. Fort Macon. Oh, yeah, I've covered that. Brendan, I've covered that one. Violence in the house. My hair's tickling my face. I got full of your hair. Vibes and Dusky. Fat firms. Fat firms. Wiggly fat firms. Andrew's in the house. The Berserker in the house. You got Berserker in the house. Have we got Pikey in the house? I seen Billy today, the old skinhead Billy from Violent Storm. Says, as I was wondering, there's a guy, Pikey. He's from up the sticks, up the valleys. And he's a fan. He's watching me. You don't believe that Billy was my bestie, which was. Brendan. Oh, thank you, Hippie Shape. There's my website there. Go and check that out. Jeffrey Bailey, got your message. Yeah, try and get to Your Honour, going to Spain. Yeah, Spain is on the cards now. That's the next thing in September as well. There's other things happening. I'm going to be at Gert Dog and there's other things going on. I'll fill you in. Swansea, Billy Boogie. Good to see you, man. Love Swansea. My besties out there. Just JP and Scott Pike. Is in the house. Thank you for being here, guys. I got some healing music on. Make you feel good. Hilda Bryan from all that stress of 21st century life. Actually, I don't even know what century we are in. Does it matter? Probably not. So yeah, make sure to share this out and do the obligatory YouTube thingeries, which would be really groovy. Subscribe if you haven't, and then you'll find out what's happening next in this intriguing episodes of Lords of the Dance. As long as it's not Lords of the Flies, that's groovy. Matters not. Oh yeah, so Spain I was on about. Yeah, Spain's coming in, so that's like the truth of bash of the year, the end of the year. Both earbuds, even good vibes. Oh, sweet, nice one. Mr. Skinflint, what are you saying, bro? Can you wait for the reset cycle? Oh, no, me, man. I can't fucking wait, does it? Reset for the folk who know the game and back to the way we're supposed to be, which is living in the woods, eating yummy stuff. That's what we want, man. Good food is what we're missing. Base Finder, where can I get one of those T-shirts, bro? Love for me and Keely. Oh, yeah, much love to you. Oh, bro. Oh, Dave, I don't know, mate. I got it fucking sent to me. Check it out. I don't know where you can get one. I'm sure that I got loads of T-shirts, which I couldn't tell you where the fuck now they've come from. You can just, and plus I can't even remember anything either. I got like, Goldfish, Brian. So, fuck it, bucket list. I don't do bucket lists. Fuck that shit. I fucking done them. Done on my bucket list. Fucking when I was young. Love the theory of the trenches being dug out for antiquitech, hiding World War I, World War II, Brittany and stuff. Thank you for that. Indeed, definitely mopping up remnants of Tataria up until recent years, no doubt about it. Oh, who else we got in here? Vibes in the house. Good to see you, sweetness. Ooh. So yeah, thanks for being here. Betty Watts, good to see you, lovely. Much love to all your beautiful friends. It's lovely, it is. Scott, good to see you. Starfort tour. That's what I should do, a Starfort tour. But you know, gorgeousness. I got like so many things that I want to do. So there's tickets for Guru Gathering. You can see that linked up below in the descriptions box if you're thinking of going to Spain at the end of the year and meeting everyone. Last year was like 10 times crazy. It's brilliant. Kelly Rotter. Oh, Vanessa's in the house. Thank you, Vanessa. Much love to you. Andrew, good to see you. Highlander here. There can be only one. I'll take the high road, you take the low road, and I'll have a pint of heavy. Scottish women. I bet they're beautiful, aren't they? Some of the most beautifulest women in the world live in Scotland. Did you know that? I say that every country, though, so just to be fair. Kelly, good to see you. Nice, mate. Okay, guys, be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I'm going to go off and make a nice cut of bovril now, which would be very, very beefy and very, very nice. I think there's actual real animal in bovril too, probably. So. Andrew, what? Born in the USA. My soul's in the USA. What are the US tour dates, Martin? I haven't got one, mate. I wish I did. Maybe I could get some funding for somebody to pay for a Flat Earth British American tour. That would be good. It'd be my third tour of America. And you remember, like, when Led Zeppelin went on their third tour of America, they fucking smashed it. I'd be like that. Not so much the Beatles tour of America, because John Lennon said he was bigger than Jesus. Don't do that. He didn't actually say that. I was misquoted. But anyway. So, yeah. Fund my American tour. Starting in New York all the way to LA. Following Route 60. No, that would be brilliant. Following Route 66 from Chicago all the way to LA. Oh, yes. That's so me. The West is the best. Follow the snake. The snake is long. 7 miles. What song's that? It's The End. The Doors. Beautiful Friend. The Safety or Surprise. Scott Pike. It's actually a brilliant song, even though it's really miserable. But I always wonder about the blue bus. The blue bus is calling us. Drive away, you're taking us. There's loads of sinister shit going on in that The End song with Morrison. Maybe somebody will. Maybe I'll have to decode it. Although he's a bit of a psycho, because the killer walked before dawn in his boots on, took a walk, looked at the faces on the Asian gallery, and he walked on down the hallway. And he came to a door and he looked inside. The rest, apparently the original one, was unfavourable about his mother. So they got rid of that. But he just ordinarily kills them. It's a funny pop song, that, isn't it? Wiggly Flat Firmage. Don't know why I may even mentioned that. It's probably because I played the Doors earlier today. Off the Roof, good. Taking a break, good. Good to see you safe, Jeremiah. You had us a bit worried there, but not really, because we know you're epic. And he's giving love and appreciation to all errands everywhere. All right, well, you stay safe. We knew nothing would happen anyway, because obviously you're epic. Like, and we'll do stupid stuff like fall off. Jesus loves you. Does he love me? We're family, related. And Ibby Shake's sharing my Nectar channel. I've also got a Flat Earth British Think Tank channel. I've also got Twitter, Insta, which I don't bother with, my Facebook, which I do share with. I actually go on Facebook every day. But Instagram, I literally got it off my phone. It's shit. It's got all like fucking weird stuff on it. Yeah. Adverts, like really weird stuff. Oh. And YouTube's got really weird adverts. It's like horrible. Like shaving hairs off personal places and have stuff that men don't want to see, actually. It's a fucking horrible world. Anyway. But like I said, it's not about me. Make sure to like this video. Okay. Got the clap. Not lately or ever. Have I had any sexual transmitted diseases? Thank you very much. Poof. 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 We can all discuss that later. Okay. Tandoori. I know I could do a curry. No. Fucking starving. Hank Marvin. Fucking Hank Marvin. His wife's not very happy. What's that? Oh, I know. Or a kebab. What's that? Bad bunnies. Bunnies are not, they you got to watch them, man. Literally like everything else in this place. Our poo is valuable to them. Yeah, man. Shampoo. Yeah, it's full of gold and that. Yeah, you could turn poo into gold. Yeah, or you can paint with poo before you get senile when you're older, when you're playing with it. Don't worry about it. Not you. You won't. Leverage Project. Boyd, good to see you. Venture Imagination, like the name. I didn't have to say that twice. People say stuff twice a lot. It's really annoying. I noticed on the auditing videos, they'll say something. Oh, that sounds just really clever. I think I'll say it again. I said, don't go to it for a fucking third time then. And then I say it again. Didn't work. Just doesn't work. That would bother me in person. Oh yeah, well, we can just moan about it and then we can move on. Just shake it off. Cut that bad stuff off. Like Edward Scissorhands. And then just roll with the groovy. I'm just going with the flow, me. Cool. I got this far and I'm just like, I'm grateful. Some of the stuff that's happened from me lately, you wouldn't believe it, with all the, dying friends and everything else going on. It's just fucked up. So Nora, good to see you, lovely. How are you? I found a photograph today, Nora, of you and Steve, our crazy Steve. It's a lovely photograph. I'm just going to send it to you. It's a very touching memory from when we was in Birmingham. J Coverload. Get the hat beat up. Indeedy. Anyway. So yeah, get XMK Ultra. Yeah. Peel back those layers, find out what superpowers you've got available to you, and we'll work on that. Okay. Reversing age, abundance, awesome health, all good, really groovy things happening, like all of the time only. We'll concentrate, we'll do that. Anybody in? Let's do that then, because everything else is so blasé. Okay. And the internet is very uncultured. The Philistines. I'm sick of it. So just no culture in this place. Art McCarthy, good to see you. The internet is like no thinking to it as well. It's just making everyone fucking really stupid. People don't know anything anymore. Never eat on an empty stomach. Oh, good advice, Bob. I'll try. That makes no sense. You're silly. What's Dragon Medals? That's my son and heir to the League of Millions, Lawrence Leaker. If only. I recognize the Christ in me. Jed sees Christ in me. Funny, the Arabs said they seen Allah in me. They all seem to see holy in me. Can I just be me holy? But it is nice for you to say that, and you're not the first. It's either John Lennon or Jesus they give me anyway, people. It's like, are you Jesus? It's like, no. It's like, you John Lennon? I'm like, no. It's like, you the other one? I'm like, no, I'm not any of them. Thanks. Good to see you, Tien. What one? Okay, I think I'll go now. Make sure to do things to my channel. Make sure to like it and stuff. They got a little red heart here. Let me show you how it happens. Watch this now, right? See this little red hearty going up? I'm doing that, right? That's me. I'm doing that. And smiley faces. Yeah. And party things as well. Look, see the party things? That's me. Ooh, shock face. Love hearts. That's me, that is. Smiley face. Love hearts. Okay? So I'm doing that for you guys. Look at all that love heartage. You see it now. I'm doing that. That's me, that is. For you. Smiley faces. I love that. Good, isn't it? 100%, man. 100% good. So I'm just being a child now. I'm playing around. Sorry. Go away. Awesome. Thank you, Kathy Brew. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Awesomeness. Thank you, Solver Mist. I'm going now. It's no hello, mate. Me, it's like later, bruv. Now. Yeah, let's all hype this channel. I like that. Whatever it is, it sounds bloody brilliant. Hype me. Hype. I'm here. I don't even know what that is. Does that mean share? Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney told us. What did they tell us? Ebony. No, that's not the song, is it? What did they sing? Yeah, it was Ebony and Ivory. Lived together in perfect harmony. Side by side on my piano keyboard. Oh, Lord, why can't we? That's all. It's lovely, isn't it? Yes, that's it. All right. Yeah. See cover load. I knew that. It's really good. Say what you want. I like that song. They sung that as well. Say. Did they? Okay, love arting. Bass finder. Thank you, Dave. Love heart. It's never too many love hearts, guys. Just millions of love hearts, man. For my Ebony and Ivory rendition. I know all the words to that as well. I know all the Beatles records. Love to all the coolest people in the world, right here with our Marticus. And that's for Eva Winchester. God love her. Thank you, Eva Winchester. There she is. How lucky are we? I don't believe in luck anyway. It's not about that. It's about mind and intent. You put it out there, good stuff. Only good stuff will show up. Oh, people say they've had enough of silly love songs. Not me. I really do like that song, actually. I think Ringo Starr plays drums on that, doesn't he? What's wrong with that? I need to know you, girl. I love you. Monica, good to see you. We're not having a Wings sing song here, guys. Nachten van Buten. No. Oh, we can, if you want. We can sing Band on the Run. Michael bought the music and partied was over with them. I don't get how Michael Jackson can buy all the rights for the Beatles music. But he did end up marrying. Oh, no, he didn't marry anything to do with the Beatles. Married an Elvis, didn't he? It's weird, isn't it? And then he did literally buy all the content. Must cost a lot, but he had a lot of money. What do you call a dragon with wings? Linda McCartney. So, I was thinking, like we don't need wars. All you need, right? Like say we go to war with Iran or something. Yeah, Lisa Marie Presley. Oh, I love her. Yeah, all you need, right, is like massive speakers on the front line, like huge speakers, like the biggest speakers that have ever been produced. Yeah, bigger than California Jam 1974, Deep Purple. Bigger than that. Okay, and get Yoko Ono to sing at the enemy. Yeah, they would be out of the trenches. No, like this in 2 fucking seconds. How do you win a war? Yoko Ono warfare. It's new. It's not biological. It's not germ warfare. Okay, because that don't exist. It's not biological warfare. It is annoying as fuck sound warfare. Is what it is. Do you think that'd be fair? And it's not even cruel. It's like non-lethal war, isn't it? So yeah, I think we should employ her for war. That's my theory, anyway. Because 2 seconds of Yoko Ono, and you just give up on life, don't you? But in John Lennon's case, love is not blind; it is deaf. Deaf's a fucking post. There's no way I'd let her on a microphone. If I was in a band and she's like, "Oh, I really love you, John. Can I sing in your band?" I'd be like, "Fuck no." So I'm really good. It's like, go on. She's going, yeah. She's like, oh, fuck no. At what stage did he think that she was okay, John Lennon? I don't even get it. It's like, fuck, yeah. He's like, oh, she's fucking amazing. It's like, bro, fucking get a grip, man. That fucking acid's fried your brain, bro. She sounds like literally fucking... She sounds like explosive diarrhea. Yeah? She's really, really that bad. Poor Julian Lennon. Oh, my God. She ruined him on purpose. No shit. Poor Julian Lennon. I know. Oh. Yeah, I know. So fucking Sean, in here with her. Fucking hell. Mind you, he's not a boy anyway, Cynthia, so God love her. What's that? What you say then? Did you want any good acid? Dragon Sage. Good acid, man. Oh. Monica. I got selective vision. I think I'm just tripping out and imagining stuff that's not happening here. But I feel really sort of in the last month or two, I don't even know what it is. I can't explain. It's like I'm disconnected from reality somewhat. I don't even know what it is really. So I'm not like gone nuts or anything, and I'm not like not with it. I'm just not really with it. Something's happened with me. Well, I've just done a disconnect. I don't even know what it is. I'm just looking at everything without feeling. It's like it's all happening, and I'm like just watching a movie. It's like it doesn't even emotionally fucking affect me in any way. Now I'm just that immune to it. It's really weird. It's like fuck them. That's the mode I'm in now. It's weird. It's a lesson, and like I said, guys, I think that a lot of people are just failing drastically, but that's what's happening here. It's all a lesson. Definitely think so. Anyway, I gotta get going. You're disconnected from their reality, but I can definitely feel it, Bob. It feels strange, man. Just see through everything, you know, the dialectics, the way people think, and I just see through it all. A lot of us can, and well, it's not upsetting or hurtful to me anymore. I'm just like, I'm pathetic towards it. I can't even explain. I'm not part of it, so I can't feel it. See the illusion, you see. It's awesome, really. What are you saying, Brandon Shaughnessy? Oh, yeah. Aubrey Pitts. Oh, yeah. I gotta get going. Eyesight's going. Okay, for Onika. Good to see you. Exactly that. Thanks for saying that. Anyway, I gotta get going. Peace and love to you all. And I will be back very, very soon. Much love, everyone on Facebook. Yeah. That's the best way, Martin. Don't take any notice of it. Yeah, man. Don't invest your energy in it. That's what I love in it. And you're the bitch then. Not doing that. Still kind of connected because it's hard to ignore. I agree with that, but I've literally something spiritually, or something that I not happened deliberately has happened where I feel like this disconnect. I can't even explain it. But it's definitely happened, and it's noticeable. I'm walking down the road and I go, I feel so fucking different. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, guys, at all. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I feel really different. I don't know exactly what it is, but that's the only way I can explain it. To feel disconnected from all of it, reality. Make of it what you will. Anyway, I'm a work in progress. Thank you, Leslie. You understand? Well, I hope you get me. It's a bit difficult to explain feelings, isn't it? Anyway, that's where I'm at the moment. All right. Oh, well, thanks. Anyway, Jagger Sage, all my brothers and sisters in chat, much love to you all. Okay. Have an awesome weekend. I will be back on the weekend. Okay. I got loads more posts to come. This has just been my Thursday comeback to come and say hi and talk about altars, because I definitely think there's something sinister going on inside them. I think there are power of reliquary. I think saints, they use their power and their energy because I think that they were Tatarians and had superhuman powers, as we all do. See you on the next one.